And even while you're practicing, even while you're trying to put a game plan together, even while you're trying to be locked in to you're trying to have blinders. You're trying to have the blinders and block out the noise and lock in on this big time game for us, man. We got 3 big time games, 2 big time games coming up before the bye, a third after the bye. We need to hone in and lock in and focus. And we're practicing. And it's a Wednesday. It's full day of practice. And we're all here. We're hurting. We're sore. And then you hear it. And you get to looking around. Well, as you're in the middle of practice, in the words of Allen Iverson, not a game. Not a game. We talking about practice. And you look up, and there it is. In the middle of the practice. Air Force One. The helicopter. As you're trying to lock in and hone in and hear the instructions of the head coach and your position coach, and we're trying to all be in this thing, because we got a big game coming up. Jerry Jones halts practice. And practice comes to a standstill. And practice needs to be moved. Because right in the middle of practice, Jerry decides, and Jerry being Jerry Jones, I need to land my helicopter. Only in Dallas, Texas, does this happen. Now, if anybody knows the time and the place that practice is going on, it's the president, it's the owner, it's the president, it is the general manager. And while it may not be the issue that I may be making it out to be, it is everything that is wrong with Dallas. It is everything that is a distraction. It is everything that gets people to consistently to talk about this football team in terms that don't address winning in championship football. Landing his helicopter on the practice field while practice is going on. Again, it may not mean anything, but it is just another stark reminder when you hear about the circus, when you hear about the inflated attention to things that happen around the star. It's another example of that. You knew what time practice was. What was so necessary that at that moment, at that time, that you felt that you needed to stop practice to land your helicopter? I'm going to take this quote from Maniacho. And I don't take many things from Maniacho when it comes to talking sports stuff, but this one was good. This one was really good. in regards to Jerry Jones landing his helicopter on the practice field in the middle of practice, stopping and delaying practice on a Wednesday. Wednesday is the main install day. It's the heavy day. It's the day that you put on pads. It is the day that you actually go out there and try to put the bulk of this week's game plan in. It ain't a walkthrough. It ain't a walkthrough. It is the all important day. All the days are important, but Wednesday is the most important. It is the tone center of the week's worth of practice. It is the place where we go to put in everything that we're going to put in foundationally for this week's game. And Manny said this. He said, attention only comes before success in two places. This should have been the word of the day. This should have been the motivation of the day. Manny said, attention only comes first. Attention only comes before success in two places. In the dictionary and in Dallas. Attention, attention, attention. And that's what it just felt like it was. It felt like, and maybe I'm bugging. And maybe the timing of it all, the optics of it all. Like your team is reeling right now. People are holding up signs saying fire the GM. People don't feel good about this franchise. They just don't. And sometimes it's just, baby, we got to read the room. And we don't need to create narratives. We don't need to create narratives of things that we actually can control. And it just felt like one of those unnecessary attention seek. And I could be dead wrong. I'm telling you how it reads from the outside. It could have been who are the people that do the air traffic control? Air traffic control, and I don't think they only get involved because you're flying at a lower height. But air traffic control will say, "Hey, here's the window. You got to get this. You got to get this chopper down. Here's the window. You got to get it down." And that window could have actually been in the only time that he could. It could have been. But I'm telling you how it feels from the outside, the optics of it all. It looks like there goes Jerry seeking attention in a time where we need relief. People are looking for answers. People are looking around and saying, what are you doing to help this football team today? And again, I could be 1,000% wrong on why he had to land the plane at that point in time, at that juncture, in that place. Could be wrong. But I'm not wrong about the optic that it looked. My phone went crazy. The things that people were texting me about, like, and they're Cowboy fans. It just looks bad. And so when Manny Alcho says that attention only comes before success in two places, the dictionary in Dallas, I can't be mad at him. Because that's what it felt like. And maybe that's what Jerry wanted. But when you couple that with your team is not playing good football at all. When you couple that when you tell people that we cannot afford players, when you tell people we like our guys, when you say these things, it just doesn't, the picture that you're painting isn't Picasso. It's pakaka. It doesn't look good. And to not be redundant, I could be totally wrong of why you had to land the plane there, the helicopter there. At that time, at that place. And this isn't the first time he's landed it there. It is absolutely the first time he's landed it there, and it stopped practice. It's just, it's a bad look. It is a really, really, really bad look on the outside. Don't know the reason. Probably will never know. But the way that it reads, the way that it visually was captured, the way that it sits in the faces of fans, they feel like you playing in their face. Like it felt like one of those. It felt like one of those. I'm richer than y'all, which we all know. But it just felt like, let me put it in your face. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm reaching, but I'm just telling you how it felt. If you're listening, Jerry, your boy telling you how it felt. Not a good look.